You obtain the Esper Matus the Corrupt. I don't know if it's Matus, Mateus, Matus. Again, it's not. I've not heard anyone else pronounce it, but so start was a little bit shaky, but we got there. Bubble mode. One thing I wasn't too sure about was whether those ice things were going to keep respawning. That's why at the start I just kept on attacking the Esper anyway, because I thought they're just going to constantly keep respawning, but they didn't, so it turned out it was quite unnecessary. Okay. Let's head in. We'll likely have a little story cutscene here, and then we will continue on and get the hell out of here. I'll probably end the session here and come back very soon to record some more. Got that nice peaceful music again. It's King Wraithful, man. He's a pretty awesome guy.
You should try it on the Dawn Shard. See if it can destroy Nethicite or not.
What?
He just may be onto something. The Dawn Shard's no use to us, after all.
The stone bleeds mist.
It has been roused. It fears the sword. The stone is quiet.
This is the sword, the Nethicite destroyer.
Should it find its mark?
Vaughn! Tell me, did you see him again?
I didn't. Not a thing. Not even my brother. Not anything.
You obtain the Sword of Kings. So there we have it. After all of that, we've got what we came for. The Destroyer of Nethicite. Should it find its mark? I thought the same thing. Like when she did that, I thought it was going to turn into like a comedy scene where she missed it and she was like, oh, sorry, like guys, I need to try that one again. But this game doesn't really have that much of a light-hearted tone. It's not like a Final Fantasy IX or something. Other than Vaughn's little "How old are you?" quote, there really hasn't been many. It's much more serious. Rejuvenation trap. Okay. Is that like a get the hell out of here trap, or? But I mean, once those status ailment afflicting ice things around Matus were gone, it seemed to be pretty easy. I was expecting something more difficult. But I mean, it is interesting that at the start Vaan could... I don't know if he's lying there to Ashe, but the fact that he could also see Razda and stuff, that's weird. Like, why Vaan out of everyone here? Either there is some connection that he has that we just don't quite know about yet. But I feel like it maybe has something to do with Rex's death. People who have a strong longing for someone they've lost, maybe they're more like open to that kind of stuff or something. Let's just get the hell out of here. I don't want to battle anything else. We've spent more than enough time in here. So what now? How are we gonna reclaim that Nethicite and destroy it? Well, the rest of the Nethicite anyway. We had begun to worry about your long absence. Return with all haste to holy Mt Bur Omisace. We, of course, must remain here. Oh, I've got to go back through the rift. Right, I'll probably save here then.
Empire's debts grow legion.
There.
Smoke.
What could it mean?
Means we've got to get the hell back to Mt Bur Omisace as soon as possible. Okay guys, I'll end the session here and come back with more from the story in the next one. Okay, I'm heading straight back in for another session. Let's just get going without too much further ado. We had the Imperial Army overhead, and Mt Bur Omisace looked like it was a bit of a battlefield at that time, so we need to head down there and see what the hell is going on. Before that, we've got our next Esper. So for everyone, it's going to unlock different things as per usual. Like here, for example, it will give the Black Mage hand bombs. Hand bombs are just, they're like an unknown entity to me. I've done absolutely no research on hand bombs. I have no idea if they're of any use, if they're really effective or not. But I guess I should check it out now that I've got this opportunity. So Matus is blocking a magic law. Well, 2 magic laws for the Ulan board, which I don't think is that useful. And for the Bushi is nothing. Ashe. Lady Ashe. For her it's blocking Curaga, Regen, Esuna and Cleanse. So she seems like by far the best candidate at the moment to have Matus. Anyone else? Not relevant for White Mage. For the Machinist, it's also not relevant. So Penelo, it's kind of useless for her. Vaan. Giltos, surely can't be that important. I know Spare Change in Final Fantasy X does have its own very unique uses sometimes, but in general you can get through the game without having ever used it. And we've already activated this as a result of the second board. So I think the solution here is pretty clear. It's to give it to the knight. So let me double check this. Okay, so from what I've seen here, the best option seems to be to use it on the knight. So that's how I'm going to move forward. The only one that I could think possibly might not have been a good idea is for the hand bombs. But she's got a long range weapon anyway. She's got a bow, so surely, come on man, how bad can it be? So for that reason, I'll head her in that direction. So that's who Matus is going to go to. I still haven't used Belias in battle. I've got to remember to use Belias. Is there anything here? You can actually go in the water for a little bit. Okay, a bit random. I think there were chests there before, but they're chests that don't respawn or something. Back to the rift we go. Party-wise, I just wish that you could have different like sets of gambits available, so like you could save a preset that you liked that you could use again like later on. So let's say you had a boss battle one where you'd have like lots of buffs, debuffs and all that kind of stuff. And you wouldn't have to think about it after that, but kind of everything I guess. Right, I'll make Balthier the leader. Let's roll. Stole 1,000 gil from Yeti 8. That's a big steal. I'm impressed. Wow. Now how do we get to Mt Bur Omisace? There we go. So basically just stick down the right. We should be able to get there. And we had all these undead guys that aren't going to last very long. You really do... Oh, what is that? Have I fought that before? Emperor Avis, okay. We are now. Yeah, the guys are doing nice damage. I mean, even enemies with 6,000 HP are not lasting too long, so I think we're doing okay. And I think unless we're coming up against something that's like a rare game or something here, these guys are easy enough that I think I can just straight up attack. I think Barsh had like a... I think he had a potion lore activated. Might as well use some high potions. We haven't really used that many. So we won't need Penello quite so much, because we will take little bits of damage as we move along. Could even be significant damage depending on who it's against. Is it me or did she miss with the bow? That's pretty poor. 1,109 I think she hit there, if I didn't see that wrong. And we've got a piece of holy magicite, which seems pretty cool. Oh, well done guys. Twin Tanya. Been hit with sap. Got a nice combo in though. I'm pretty close to a crystal anyway. Screw it. He'll survive. $540. So the potion lore didn't really make that much of a difference. Does he only have one potion lore or two? Let's check this. Remedy lore, Phoenix lore, Potions lore. Okay, I think he's only got one. Potions lore 2. Let's just activate it. I'm curious about how much more helpful it will be. Go. A second person to be able to cast Isuna seems like it could really be useful to me. Don't need to take on the elementals again anytime soon. Not the ice one anyway. I guess the next time I come up against one, I'll try and defeat it. Leave it, guys, leave it. Dude just followed us the whole way there. Deserves to die one more time. Yeah, it's nice that you can just select this stuff on the run. I think active mode definitely works well for random encounters, but for boss battles I'm still unsure. I mean, Matus seemed quite easy, but for the first part, when there was a lot to think about, there were those status effects coming down on us and all that kind of thing. It wasn't that great, so we'll have to see. Let's get this as well. Let those guys handle it. Mage's Habit. These were good bits of equipment, I believe. And I should have a fair few things to sell. Okay, let's head back and find out what the hell is going on. The ninja sword is pretty cool. It's cooler than I thought it would be. I was expecting, because when it said sword, I was expecting something much bulkier, but he still manages to keep like his ninja stance when he's using it, so it's pretty cool. Okay, what is going on? To send their soldiers here and profane this place. Has Arcadia no fear of the gods? Don't look good. I thought the Imperial's gone, yet just a moment ago I heard screams from the temple. Are you sure you're quite prepared? No, I'm not prepared. So, to that end, let's sell some shit. Book. That sounds really specific. Like, I'm not sure. I might have to search for that. That sounds way too specific to just be some random loot that you sell, but I'd need to Google what that is. I think that thing I just sold said book as well. Oh, shit. It's not fair. If a piece of loot is going to be important for something, it shouldn't be under the loot section. It should be under some different section. Screw it. I'm pretty sure there's ways to get every loot in the game, even if you've sold one that you shouldn't have. There must be a way to get it, even if it's long-winded. And I'm sure most of this like loot is going to be for very specific, optional, side-questy things that at this point I don't really care about. My main goal is the story and the hunts. And, well, some of the hunts anyway. Once I do reach the end of the game, however long that's going to take, then I'll look into trying to complete all of them, but we'll see. Simple pole made of iron. Engravings of water elementals adorn these shards of magicite. The magics within are quite strong. Wait a minute. Is this like a higher level magic spell? Oh, fuck. Alright, well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't as well. Yeah, so I think you can get this. I think I got an iron pole before. So this is attack power 60 from a bow. Okay, got one of everything else. Might as well get one. I feel like having three people immune to confuse could help. Sleep was an annoying status effect in a previous battle as well. I think once I get ribbon, then everything will be sorted, but it's going to be a long time before I get ribbon. Okay, so we've got a new tier of swords as well. Now, I think Bash can learn how to use spears, but I like him with the katanas, in all honesty. So this I got from a chest, which is pretty cool. Power Rod. Ice Brand. We've got one of those already. Okay. I feel like I should probably get a Platinum Sword for Ashe. I feel like this is like the highest tier pole I can get. I'll leave that for now. Power Rod, I think I should get. It's not crazy expensive either. Okay. I'll need to take a look at these. Light armor 6. Platinum shield I think is needed. Okay. Weak to holy, but half damage from that. Okay, things are starting to get more interesting now. Immune to water. Ooh. I think I'll go for that. I mean, what I don't get here is it says half damage to darkness. If I get this plus this on top, does that mean I take 75% less damage from darkness? Or do I need both together for the effect to make sense? I'm going to start to sell like one of these like lower tiers that aren't being equipped right now. I can sell one of the red caps, I think. And sell one. They don't have any elemental resistance, so I don't feel like it's that necessary right now. Mage's Habit. I've got 3 of these. I'm just going to get one of those for now. Let's just put Optimize and see what it does. Okay, he's already got the best. Wait. I forgot that we actually got a weapon called Sword of Kings. Power 53, element none. Okay. Is that really the best option for her right now? Or are we better off having a lot more magic power? It's going to be weird seeing Fran with the Sword of Kings. Let me just remove it. Does this mean everyone can equip the Sword of Kings? Interesting. She's already optimized. Okay. Well, let's but then again Ashe has she has the platinum sword. Oh, she doesn't have sword 6, that's why. That is why. Alright, I'll move on. Let's see how bad the damage is. And what's happened to the Gran Kiltias. Don't look good. There are still Imperials up in the temple. I'd stay clear of the place. Where are you? So there's some fighting to be done in there. Those judges, I thought they were protectors of the law, but they are only cruel brutes bullying the weak. Yeah, those judges, man, they've made them look so menacing. I've been separated from my family. Gods, I hope they're alright. Mama was standing with the Kiltias, and the man in armor knocked her down. She can't get up from the pain. Mama. Someone needs to teach these judges a lesson. Our home, our home. The Kiltias, they tried to stop the soldiers. The Imperials set fire to our tents as punishment. Just what are they playing at here? Let's dive in. The Arcadians, a judge leading armed men. Those who went to stop them, slain, every one. The beautiful Mt Bur Omisace, man. What have you guys done? You and the Lady Ashe, quickly, you must leave. The temple, they are still... We ain't going nowhere, man. We began speaking with the Arcadian forces that arrived. When the judge, he suddenly drew his blade. That they would profane the holy mountain of the Kiltias, so, as Arcadia no fear of the gods. I think someone else said something very similar. You must not go near the temple. The judge, who's still there, his great Anastasis attempts to reason with him within. I think we need to try and save the guy. The judge cut down all Kiltias who tried to stop him and profane the temple. I pray his grace is unharmed. That man, a monster, so many people, felled but with a single blow. Must be very, very powerful. Just when I began to grow close to them, they started killing each other. It is as I feared. Human behavior is savage and ugly. Unfortunately, you are absolutely right. Alright, let's head in and see what awaits. Not sure I'm ready for this, but...
Our vagrant princess. Swift has your lust for revenge led you to the Sword of Kings. You will surrender it to me. Too late, and to their sorrow do those who misplace their trust in gods learn their fate.
There it is again.
Fran, I don't like the look of that.
This mist. He holds a stone. It controls him as it did Miern.
No, the power of manufactured Nethicite is the power of man. A weapon forged by his wisdom who would challenge the gods themselves. A fitting blade for a true dynast king. Wraithwall did but pretend the title, a curve begging Nethicite scraps from his master's table. Hark! Evilise hails her true dynast king, Vain Solidor. He shall defy the will of the gods and see the reins of history back in the hands of man. His time is nigh! The new Evilise holds no place for the name-down masker. The stain of Wraithwall's blood shall be washed clean from history's weave.
Wow, nice speech, man. Fair play. I'm probably not gonna Judge Bergan. Okay. Where do we begin? So it's a choice. Do I go slightly more defensive by equipping this and going with a shield? I think it's probably worth it. My evasion goes down to 0 when I equip that. And it's only 2 higher. Really? And I can't use a shield with it either. I think it's probably better to just use this at this stage. Alright, let's... Whoa. I think it took a lot of damage though. We need to take these little judges out first. I think we can do enough damage to take them down fairly quickly. What I need to do is get Pinello involved. Alright, let's keep going for these guys. They've got counter moves as well, which is quite cool. He's hit me for 4-3-6, which isn't too bad at this point. What I figure I might do is I might use Belias for the first time, actually. So let's select... Wait. Let's get Balthier's Gambits on and select Varn. Alright, let's just try summoning here. I've not summoned at all in this playthrough. I have no idea how this works. Let's see. Okay. Can I... Are there like... Can I control what Belias does? I can control Belias. He's got his own gambits, but I can't see them. Yeah, I can't see his gambits. Anyway, we'll just let him attack. But Belias seems to be doing a fair bit of damage. He's blocking and countering pretty nicely. So I guess you can pretty much just work together with them to get shit done. There you go.